Welcome to UTA News. I'm Jessica Carrillo.
And I'm Michelle Echeverria. Thank you for joining us. U.S. News and World Reports lists the University of Texas at Arlington in the top 10% of national universities for student diversity. Students at UTA are encouraged to be open to unique and different points of view. This month, the Human Race Machine visited the campus to change common views on race. The Human Race Machine was an exhibit hosted by Excel to teach students that there is no gene for race. Since its creation in 2000, the machine travels the country educating people about genetics. As you wait in line to see yourself as a different ethnicity, the documentary Race, The Power of Illusion, plays in the background. Not only can students see what they would look like as a different race, images can be combined to see what their children could look like. The process takes about 10 minutes, but the results may last for a lifetime. For more information on the Human Race Machine, visit humanracemachine.com.
Students can enjoy a fun evening at a low cost. UTA's theater department offers a wide variety of shows throughout the year. Stage production includes titles such as The Violet Hour and The Robert Bridegroom. The theater department also offers a series of students direct one-act productions. The UTA Theater welcomes students as well as faculty, staff, and the general public to any of their shows. For dates and show times, check out the UTA Theater Arts website.
Grabbing a bite to eat at the school cafeteria is a part of some students' normal routine, but some overlook the work that goes into making the food. Hope Ekway has the details.
Working in the school dining services seems pretty easy. First, you prepare the main dish. Then, add some food to put on the side. Make sure the areas are filled and clean, and then check the customer out. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, try repeating this over 1,000 times. It may be exhausting for some, but for the workers at UTA, it's what keeps them motivated.
The university is very competitive, and they really, really want to grow. And I think it's going to get huge, and I like the challenge of working at a place that has huge numbers.
Huge numbers mean a lot of work, and customers can take it for granted.
Some kids appreciate the food and some don't, It's just the way it is. I don't know why. Some of them may go out there and just throw the stuff all over the sidewalk, whatever. And I feel like they'll eat a little bit, then they'll throw away the rest. They're ungrateful. I don't know how much time and effort it takes to cut all that.
And don't forget the different personalities that the staff sees daily, but that's nothing for this team.
Even if they come across kind of short or whatever, I try to give them my best. That's just me because I'm a Christian. And I want to be treated in that respect as well.
It's always, what can we do for you? That's the way we work. We're with open door policy. You got a problem, you want a suggestion, whatever, if you don't let us know, we can't fix it.
There's cutting, placing, icing, sizzling, sautéing, scooping, swiping, steaming. You get the point, and it's all done with a smile.
I would never change my job for no one. Even if they offered me more money somewhere else, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't.
Well, maybe it just takes a special kind of person to work here. I'm Hope Ekway, UTA News.
Hours for the university's dining services range from 7 in the morning to 10:30 at night. More details are on your screen.
You're watching UTA News. Stay with us. Welcome back to UTA News. Senior Anthony Barron was able to participate in UT Arlington's historic venture to the NCAA tournament in 2008, but this year Barron is making history all by himself. Barron helped the Mavericks secure a spot in this year's Southland Conference tournament as he scored a team high of 22 points in a 95-85 win over Sam Houston State. These 22 points made Barron the #2 scorer all time in UTA men's basketball history.
It's a great thing. I mean, to me, he's one of the best, if not the best scorer that's ever played here at UTA.
Barron has accomplished many goals while at UTA. In 2008, he was deemed the most valuable player at the Southland Conference tournament and is currently a 2-year academic All-American.
As a winner, just scoring, that's a nice thing, but to be the first at winning the Southland Championship tournament, that's big.
Barron is only the 9th player in UTA history to score at least 1,000 points and grab 500 rebounds in his career.
The moving Mavs look to add an 8th title this season after winning the Southern Conference. Since their inaugural season in 1989, the wheelchair basketball team has made major splashes. draping 7 national championship banners on the curtains at Texas Hall. This year, the Mavs return to the Intercollegiate Division National Championships as the number 3 seed. Players hope to be selected to the USA national teams, which travel to Paris during the summer and to Canada in the fall. To find out more information on the Movin' Mavs, visit utamovinmavs.com.
Do you know how to cite sources correctly and avoid plagiarism when writing papers for school? Julian Plachet tells us the consequences for taking credit for someone else's work.
Plagiarism is a problem in colleges around the United States, and the University of Texas at Arlington is not an exception. Has it become more prevalent in the recent years?
I don't think it's as prevalent anymore. I think it used to be more, but now, like, as technology advances and stuff, I don't think it's harder for people to get away with it, so people are less likely to do it.
So what is the reason for plagiarism? Is it because students are lazy and wait till the last minute to find information, or is it because they don't know how to properly cite their sources?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it starts because they're lazy and because they wait till the last minute to do something, and so it's a lot easier to go on the internet and just find something and print it off. But then I think it also becomes that because they've waited till the last minute, they are trying to throw things together fast, so they forget to cite their sources.
What exactly is plagiarism?
Is the unacknowledged incorporation of someone else's work into work that you submit for credit. So that can be paraphrasing without giving acknowledgement, using somebody else's idea even if you don't use their direct words, or using a verbatim copy and paste kind of method.
UTA speech professor Ms. Pinnon gives us some criteria for how she spots plagiarism.
Phrases or words that aren't commonly used, or if their last assignment was really bad and all of a sudden this assignment is spectacular, then that's a big criteria that I will look for.
These are the consequences for taking credit for someone else's work.
A first-time violation will typically result in the student being placed on disciplinary probation, as well as us asking them to complete an online tutorial about plagiarism, cheating, or collusion, depending upon which violation they took part in. A second-time violation of any type of scholastic dishonesty typically results in suspension from the institution for a period of 1 year.
This is Julianne Plochet, UTA News.
Test your knowledge on plagiarism at www.library.uta.edu/tutorials/plagiarism. What student has his life all figured out? Find out his plan after the break.
As graduation season approaches, many students are preparing plans for life after college. One UTA student has allowed his inspirations to help him exceed beyond the status quo. Here's the story. For one college graduate, Navraj Rai, or Navi called by his friends, his future is clear.
What have I done so far? I've studied abroad twice. I'm getting my master's in tissue engineering, and I don't know, I'm going to go work for the Peace Corps, the government, or something else. I have medical school knocking at my back door. I'm going to graduate in a year and a half, and I've got a number of them already sent me acceptance letters. Took my MCAT, did really well on that. Instead, I plan on going to the Peace Corps for 2 years. And then after that, perhaps teaching English in an East Asian village.
And there's definitely like an intense knowledge about the guy. Like, I mean, he has experience on us, like being a freshman. It's just really like inspiring to see like the accomplishments he's made, and it lets me look into my future and see like that, you know, just like this is what I'm capable of doing.
Navraj has inspired me in a few ways, really. First being my academics. The support and advice that he's given me has been it's priceless. Secondly, and probably most important, he's been a really good friend.
His impact on his friends didn't just stop there. His reach toward his professors were genuine as well.
Driven's got to be in there, but also motivated by more than self. So you find a lot of folks that are driven, they're volunteering in the ERs at night, and they're doing lots of great stuff, but it's all single-focused. And Navi's managed to kind of broaden that a bit. So he's still managed to have an impressive resume for his professional school aspirations, and still do things that were outside the box.
If we all allow the blueprint of our lives to be predetermined by somebody else, no one's going to be there to lead revolution. No one's going to be there to challenge the status quo for a better future. I, for one, don't want to live in that world.
Rai is also writing a book to explore his philosophies on life.
That's all the time we have for today.
From all of us here at UTA News, have a wonderful day.
See you next time.